news and notes from around the league.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, St. Louis.
How's that sound?
St. Louis, I'm sorry.
Look, we're kind of connected to that whole St. Louis thing.
Yeah, we took your team the first time.
Yeah, we were we're Cardinal fans. They came out from St. Louis. That was the first abandonment. Now you lose your team to L.A. That's kind of been the confirmation. The Rams are moving.
Well, here's what happened, actually. I read through the contract.
Oh, you did?
I read through the St. Louis contract.
I didn't know you could read.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, we're improving steadily. We're at third grade level. Someday we'll get to high school.
There you go.
But I didn't find a clause. I was looking for it. They didn't do the official term. I'm not super keen and hip to legalese.
Right.
But I was told the official clause they should have included was no takesy backsies.
Oh.
And they completely forgot it.
It's not in as many contracts as you'd believe.
And so L.A. said, well, we want our team back.
Yeah. And
So-
we're gonna spend a ton of money building a giant facility and a multi-billion-dollar entertainment district and yada, yada, yada. And now we don't know if the Chargers are moving too. It looks very possible.
And so the official news is the Chargers have up to a year to decide if they would also like to move to L.A. and they can share the stadium that is being built, that is scheduled to open in 2019, I believe. It's the last I heard. So they would share a stadium. Then if the Chargers decline that option,
The NFL will subsidize with some cash.
correct, and they'll try and fix up their stadium in San Diego. But that opens the door for Oakland. Then
Right.
Oakland could move down to L.A. and share the stadium with the Rams.
Well, what we know now is that L.A., one of the biggest markets in America, will have football again. And so we'll be following that. That'll be interesting for fans that are in L.A. and fans that are losing teams. And so what else do we got going on? We got a bunch of news about the upcoming Steelers matchup because you have Antonio Brown, DeAngelo Williams, and Big Ben that have all been through the grinder.
Yes.
So tell me what's going on with those three guys.
So it looks bad for DeAngelo Williams. He's back in a walking boot. The word is that it is a very long shot for him to play this weekend. Antonio Brown is in the concussion protocol. Yes, Pac-Man Adam Jones. I hate to break this to you. You hit him in the head really hard, and he got a concussion.
That might be why he got suspended 3 games. Perfect.
No, that's Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, like, he wasn't winking at you. That was a man who had just been concussed.
That was an involuntary
that could not
spasm.
control the functions of his motor skills. So as of now, it looks like he is on the outside. He could still clear. You never know with concussion. These with the symptoms, they come, they come, they go, they come. You know, it's very fluid situation. Now for Big Ben, apparently he has torn ligaments in his throwing shoulder. Now,
To the average human.
that's not where I was going with this.
Oh, okay.
Where I'm
Go
going
ahead.
with this is, if you recall, before last week's game, the Steelers were very tight-lipped, very secretive about an ankle injury to DeAngelo Williams. The entire NFL is generally very tight-lipped about injuries.
It's called being foxy.
However, whenever Big Ben has an injury, we know exactly what it is, allegedly. So it's just a funny thing that Big Ben is so open with his injuries.
Because of the hero. He's a hero.
Yeah, it kind of adds to the lore.
Yeah, it does.
I like Ben. I think he's a good quarterback, but, I mean, really?
Yeah, I don't know. So, torn ligaments. Yeah, he's probably going to play. I think he's going to play. Antonio Brown, hopeful. I think he'll play too. We'll find out about that. That'll make a difference to some of your playoff challenge fantasy teams.
Yeah, they are in trouble if Antonio Brown doesn't play.
And we're going to get our predictions in. But speaking of the concussion thing, I saw an article this morning that I was reading because I can read as well. And
Yes.
very impressive new technology with these helmets. Have you seen this?
No.
There are these helmets being developed. They have over $10 million in investment funding, $500,000 from the NFL, and they are flexible.
Wait, 500,000?
Of the $10 million, yeah. The
They
NFL's throwing a
donated-
whole bunch of cash.
The $8 billion NFL is
Yeah.
throwing $500K to helmet safety?
I guess I glossed over that. I'm sure their money is spent elsewhere. Let's not disparage the big man.
It's put into new stadiums where they'll make more money.
Ah, that's where it goes. But these helmets were crazy because it showed a side-by-side comparison of them, almost like crash testing. And the outer layer of the helmet is these compressing, I don't even know what the material is, but basically the whole outer layer compresses to stop the head from impacting, because helmet technology really over 40 years hasn't changed a whole bunch.
Right.
You had the leather heads way back in the day. Then you had these helmets that
bring
were
them
built.
back.
Yeah, bring back the leather. Hey, that might reduce concussions because nobody's going to want to knock heads then. Although people are a lot bigger now. That's probably not going to end well.
That's the Mike Ditka strategy.
That's not going to end well. But it was cool because it showed that, these could they'd have to be tested and everything, but they could have a big impact on reducing concussions, and they could start selling them to NFL teams soon. So, random tidbit.
That's good. I had a while ago I saw a helmet that was being discussed of it had kind of some shell of some sort so that if it absorbed a hit of a certain threshold, like something would pop off of it.
Huh.
So it was just instantly you knew how to check it.
I don't know if we know
it's
that.
It's like an airbag.
All over the field, there are going to be pieces of helmets flying off of things. The only other thing I'm going to mention right now from this list is that Davante Adams has an MCL sprain, unlikely to play. And so in his place will be Abadaris.
Oh, I like that.
Abadaris.
Very nice.
That has to be good for the Cardinals, right?
Abadaris. yeah, you would think so. I think we should also throw out that there was a train of momentum going that Hugh Jackson would be the next coach of the San Francisco 49ers that has apparently come to a screeching halt.
It might have. Same with the Browns, though, because he left the Browns second interview
without a deal.
So we'll see what happens with Hugh Jackson. I like him. I think he should have taken over in Oakland. We talked about it on the show on Tuesday.
Right. Well, he did take over in Oakland. Then they.
Yeah, but wasn't that interim?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he took over for like half a year in Oakland. And if I'm wrong, if you're out there in Oakland and you're thinking about your Raiders and you're hoping they don't move, then you probably can correct me and feel good. So in terms of picks for this weekend.
Let's get them in. Let's get on the record.
Last week, you and Jason went 3 for 4.
Yep.
I was 2 for 4 because of those 2 insane games there. So let's go ahead and put them on record.
All right.
Let's start with the NFC.
We'll start with the NFC. I'm going Homer. I'm taking the Cardinals. That's an automatic.
Well, they're at Homer, too, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, well, I think they're the better team. The Seahawks, the Panthers. This is difficult. I'm going to stay with the Seahawks, though. They kind of lucked into a victory there. But they don't have to deal with negative 20-degree type weather down in Carolina.
Yeah,
so I'm going to take the Seahawks.
I'm going to go with Carolina and Arizona.
All right, the AFC. I'm going to take the Broncos over the Steelers. There's just trouble for the Steelers, and they don't have a defense that can cover up.
In Denver.
Yeah, and so I'm going with the Broncos. And I'm going to take the Chefs.
Are you?
I'm taking the Chefs, the Chiefs, over the Patriots.
Could happen.
They are as hot as you can possibly get as a team. Their defense is great. I'm not overlooking into what they did or looking too much into what they did against the Texans because there was some bad spots of that game despite the blowout of the final score. They caught a couple breaks and their offense isn't great, but there's concerns about the Patriots where how we haven't heard much about it because it's been a couple weeks, but how's Tom Brady's ankle? How effective can he be?
Edelman coming back.
Edelman hasn't played in months. Gronk is missing practices right now. I just think that the Chiefs, if anyone can get it done,
11 straight wins
up in Foxborough, I think the Chiefs can do it.
I got Denver and I got New England. I'm going to just take New England. This is their pathway to the Super Bowl generally as they get that bye week. They come in ready in the second round. We'll see what happens.